Since the Champions League final, the big talking point around Liverpool has been Sadio Mane and potentially leaving Liverpool for pastures new. Now, it seems like a lot of the articles that I keep coming across are basically making it a foregone conclusion that Mane is going to leave Liverpool this summer. Now, if you look at Mane during the parade for the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, which took place on Sunday, you can definitely draw a lot of conclusions for the way that Mane's body language was on the bus top parade. But there is no definite that he will be leaving Liverpool at the moment. And Liverpool have even come out and said that Mane could stay. And at least one report has at least noted that Liverpool would rather keep Mane for one more year rather than sell him this summer, losing him on a free, because what he offers is, well, worth what Liverpool would get in the end. So will Mane go? Well, that is the big debate right now. Now, reports also indicate that Harry Kane has been speaking to Liverpool, or at least Liverpool are approaching Tottenham Hotspur over signing Harry Kane. At least one report indicates that Liverpool are approaching Tottenham Hotspur about signing Harry Kane, and that came from the Anfield Wrap podcast, and that report has now been copied, if you will, or re-reported by other media sources, including 442. Which, if Liverpool were able to replace Sadio Mane with Harry Kane, what a fantastic signing that would be. And as we know from last summer's drama at Tottenham Hotspur, Kane, well, he does want to leave to win silverware. Now, if Liverpool do lose Sadio Mane, I think that's a massive blow because for me, and I've said this before, I think Mane is far more important to Liverpool's attack than Mohamed Salah. Now, there's a lot of desire by the club and the fan base to keep Mohamed Salah around for the long term, and perhaps selling Sadio Mane would enable Liverpool to re-sign Mohamed Salah to a long-term contract, and a contract that would allow Salah to see out the rest of his days at Liverpool. But again, I think Mane is far more important to the Liverpool attack and, well, to the team in general than Salah. But again, that's just my opinion. Now, most reports indicate that Mane wants to go to Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich are, at the moment, looks like they're going to lose Robert Lewandowski, who is hoping to go to Barcelona this offseason. And Mane would allow Bayern Munich to replace Robert Lewandowski and give them another goal threat to continue winning the Bundesliga. Now, I think this is a great move for Mane if he is, in fact, looking to, for a new challenge. He's been at Liverpool for roughly 6 seasons, and it makes a lot of sense if he wants to go and try his hand somewhere else. Mane is already 30 years old, and as we've seen, Liverpool don't want to tie down players who are over 32 long-term contracts. I mean, Jordan Henderson is a bit of a different player because he's the club captain, and the club have made a few alterations to that mentality. The club have kept a few key players for long-term or for the long-term who are over 30 years old, but a lot of those key players are not necessarily in attacking positions, such as your Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino, or Sadio Mane. Mane had a brilliant season for Liverpool in front of goal with 23 goals, 5 assists in 51 games in all competitions. And again, with Mohamed Salah having such a great first half of the season and kind of tailing off a bit in the second half of the season, it was really Mane who picked up the slack for those goals that Salah was not scoring in the second half of the season. Now, again, I think it will be a big loss if Mane goes, but I can understand the club going ahead and cashing in on him if they do, and he's sold to Bayern Munich. But as we know already, Liverpool are not going to take a cut price deal on Mane, whose contract will end at the end of this next coming season. So in 2023, Mane would be free to go on a free transfer, and unfortunately, Roberto Firmino and Mohamed Salah would also be allowed to go on free transfers. Now, of the 3 of those players, to me, Roberto Firmino seems like the most likely player Liverpool would be happy to go ahead and move on. But unfortunately, it's one of those things where I feel necessarily there aren't a lot of takers for your Roberto Firmino. Now, in terms of Mane, there are a few suitors who are very interested in signing him this summer. But again, we will see if they can meet the asking price. Now, until recently, hearing this report from the Anfield Wrap podcast about Harry Kane possibly going to Liverpool, I would never have thought that he would be interested in moving to Anfield to play under Jurgen Klopp. And at first, thinking of Harry Kane playing in Liverpool's system and playing for Liverpool, it doesn't really sound like it wouldn't go together. But as we've seen over the last few years at Spurs under Jose Mourinho and then most recently under Antonio Conte, Kane really does fit into what Liverpool would be doing or how they play. And we've seen in the past the way that Klopp can integrate attacking players together. But Kane would give Liverpool a pure number 9 through the middle, rather than what we've played with over the last few years since Klopp arrived. This would be kind of a throwback to the years gone by with proper number 9s playing, such as your Danny Ings or your Daniel Sturridges, before Liverpool went with what we really have right now with their fluid, interchangeable front three. I think it would be a really great move for Liverpool if they were able to sign Kane. We've already seen Manchester City sign Erling Haaland, which is only going to improve their attack more. And if we were able to get Kane this offseason and unfortunately lose Sadio Mane, I think it would be a transfer or a move or a signing that would really even out in the end and potentially offer Liverpool more goals and a different kind of threat, because again, we would be having a number 9, a more traditional number 9, playing through the middle with Luis Diaz or Diego Jota, or with Mohamed Salah playing crosses into him, or even crosses from Trent, because that would make him even more deadly, having Harry Kane there in the center of the attack. All right, guys, let me know what you think about Liverpool possibly signing Harry Kane as a replacement for Sadio Mane if Mane is to leave. And also, if you like this video, that'd be great if you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date on all the things I post here. A lot of stuff on Liverpool. We explore some other topics once in a while. So hit that subscribe button and stay up to date on everything I do here. And I will see you soon back here on my YouTube channel.